Hi everyone, dear friends. Today I woke up in a good mood. I want to go on a quest for adventure. I think it's going to be fun. Oh, it's poor. It's open.
Hi, Rich. I got bored and had a great idea.
What's the idea, Poor?
Let's do a build challenge in Minecraft.
I like that idea, Poor. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Let's go.
But first, we have to say hi to our viewers.
Of course, Rich.
Hello everyone, dear friends. Today we will build awesome buildings in Minecraft.
We'll have 3 rounds in total. And you write in the comments who did it better.
Are you ready, Poor?
Yes, Rich. Let's get started.
I will be using colored blocks of concrete for this round. Alright, round 1. And I'm starting with a small version of the tower from Paw Patrol. This is a mini tower, but it still needs to be instantly recognizable. Starting with the base, I'm using gray blocks to make a sturdy foundation. The tower in the show is built to handle anything, so I'm making sure my version looks solid too, even if a giant creeper walks by. Adding blue and red blocks, these are the tower's signature colors. Fun fact, in the show, the tower is brightly colored to grab attention and serve as a landmark for the team. Now it's time for the roof, the final touch to my mini tower. The roof needs to be bright and noticeable, so I'm using red blocks to match the original tower from Paw Patrol. Did you know that the roof on the show's tower isn't just for decoration? It's also the launch pad for the pups' vehicles. Of course, my tower is too small for that. It's a small tower, but it's already starting to look like a real hero headquarters.
Alright, I know my tower won't be perfect, but the main thing is, it's functional. Starting with the base, it'll be a small square foundation. It might not look like the original tower from Paw Patrol, but hey, at least I have a goal. Did you know that in the show, Ryder's Tower stands right in the middle of Adventure Bay? It's a symbol of always being ready to help. I've always thought it'd be cool to have a headquarters like that. I think it turned out great.
Wow, Poor, that's really cool. You're good.
Thanks, Rich. Now let's see what you've built. Wow, Rich, that looks really cool. I like it.
Thanks, Poor. I will be using colored blocks of concrete for this round. Now it's round 2, and I'm going bigger. This tower will be taller and more detailed. Starting with the base, it's going to be larger than in round 1 to support the height of the structure. Building up the main body of the tower, now I can add more colors, not just blue and red, but also some yellow accents to capture the energy of the original tower. Adding glass panes to mimic windows. You know, in the original tower, Ryder's base is equipped with all the latest tech. While building, I remembered how Poor and I once had a race to see who could build a house faster. He tried to make everything perfect, while I focused on speed. Funny enough, he won because his house was not only prettier, but more practical too. While building, I remembered how Poor and I once had a race to see who could build a house faster. He tried to make everything perfect, while I focused on speed. Funny enough, he won because his house was not only prettier, but more practical too. Finally, the roof. It's going to be bigger than in round 1, using red and yellow blocks for brightness. This time, it'll be larger and more detailed. Fun fact, in Paw Patrol, the tower symbolizes teamwork. I think my version captures that feeling too, especially when you're building it alongside a friend. While I'm building the tower, I started thinking about how cool it would be if Minecraft added mobs from Paw Patrol. Imagine little pixelated pups running around, helping you gather resources or fix your builds. Like, Rubble could quickly break stone blocks, and Chase could create small protective barriers. It's just a dream, of course, but imagine how fun it would be to play with that kind of mechanic. It turned out really cool. I wonder what Poor is doing now.
Alright, it's time to improve my first tower. In round 2, I'll try to make it bigger and just a little prettier. Starting with the base, now I'm working on the main body. I decided to add more colors. They give my tower a bit more brightness. While building, I'm remembering how Rich once told me I should experiment more with materials. I think he said poor Minecraft isn't about minimalism. It's about creativity. I think he's right, so I'm trying out new combinations. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I always wanted a headquarters like the one in Paw Patrol. I even tried building something similar in real life out of pillows and blankets. Of course, it wasn't very impressive, but dreams are important, right? That's why I'm so excited to build this tower now. Add an inspection tube and we're done. It turned out really cool. I love it.
Wow, Poor, you really outdid yourself this round. Look at this tower. It's so much bigger and nicer than the one in round 1.
Thanks, Rich. Now let's see what you've built. Wow, Rich, that's just amazing.
Thanks, Poor. In this round, I'll use a special command to quickly place my huge build. This tower is very huge. It looks like a real tower from a cartoon. It has everything down to the smallest detail. It's very cool. It worked out beautifully. I wonder what Poor is doing now.
All right, final round. This time I want to show what I'm truly capable of. My third tower will be the tallest, most detailed, and hopefully the prettiest. Starting with the foundation. As I place the first blocks, I'm reminded of how Rich and I started playing Minecraft together. He was always the one diving into caves, mining diamonds, and building crazy things. I, on the other hand, loved exploring the world, finding villages and farming. Rich really knows how to inspire me. He's always encouraging me to try new things. While working on the roof, I realized something. This might be the last round. It's a little sad how fast time flies. These build battles with Rich are one of my favorite things to do. He always praises my work, even when it's far from perfect. I think that's why I'm trying so hard to make this tower better. To show him that his support really matters to me. I think it turned out great.
Wow, Poor. That's great. I love that you put a bit of yourself into this tower. It's not just a copy of the show, but your own interpretation. I think it perfectly reflects your creativity.
Thanks, Rich. Now let's see what you've built. Wow, that's incredible. This tower is very big.
Thanks, Poor.
It was fun today, Rich. But it's time to take a break.
You're right. We should go. Bye, Poor.
Bye, Rich. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, friends. Subscribe and like. Don't forget to click on the bell, not to miss new videos. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, dear friends. Today, I woke up in a good mood. I want to go on a quest for adventure. I think it's going to be fun. Oh, it's Poor. It's open.
Hi, Rich. I got bored and had a great idea.
What's the idea, Poor?
Let's do a build challenge in Minecraft.
I like that idea, Poor. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Let's go.
But first, we have to say hi to our viewers.
Of course, Rich.
Hello everyone, dear friends. Today we will build awesome buildings in Minecraft.
We'll have 3 rounds in total. And you write in the comments who did it better.
Are you ready, Poor?
Yes, Rich. Let's get started.
I will be using different colors of wool for this round. Alright, let's start with something small but awesome. I'm building a miniature Spider-Man. It might be tiny, but I'll make sure the details are as accurate as possible. His classic red and blue suit is a must. Did you know Spider-Man first appeared in 1962? He was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Since then, he's become one of the most famous superheroes in the world. Imagine all the adventures he's been through over the decades. Adding blocks for the head now. The eyes will be big and white, immediately recognizable. Even at this size, he needs to stand out. Did you know Spider-Man is loved because he's so relatable? He's just a regular guy dealing with everyday problems, and that's his strength. He stays human despite his superpowers. I think that's what makes him so special. Just need to finish the head and the build will be done. Now I'll build the eyes. I remember me and Poor used to love watching Spider-Man on TV when we were kids. It was fun. Now we are busy with other things and don't always have time to watch TV. I wish I could meet Spider-Man in real life.
Now let's get to setting up my house. I will make a staircase to make it easy to enter the house. I will put a bed, a bedside table, and some lamps. Now I'm going to put a table with a mirror so I can clean myself up. And now I'm going to put a bookcase so I can store my Marvel comics in it easily. I think it turned out great. I wonder what Poor is doing now.
In this round, I want to build a small statue of Spider-Man. I think it'll be beautiful. I'm interested in what Rich is building, but I won't peek. I want to keep things honest. Almost there. Finished. That's great.
Wow, Poor, that was really great. You're good. A miniature and beautiful statue.
Thanks, Rich. Now let's see what you've built. Wow, Rich, that's really beautiful.
Thanks, Poor.
Now it's time to step it up. I want to build Spider-Man in his iconic pose, shooting a web. This will bring real action to the build, starting with the legs. Did you know Spider-Man's webbing isn't just strings? In the comics, he invented a special web shooter that creates this super strong material. It's so tough it can even hold a car. Spider-Man's suit isn't just about the red and blue. It's a symbol of heroism, justice, and the idea that even an ordinary person can do something extraordinary. And those web patterns on the suit? They're like a reminder that he's part of something bigger, just like a real spider's web connects everything around it. When I was a kid, I always imagined what it would be like to swing between buildings on a web. Back then, Poor and I used to have web wars. We'd use ropes to climb trees and pretend we were Spider-Man. It's funny how we're now building this in Minecraft, when we used to play with just our imaginations. Now onto the arm that's shooting the web. It's going to be stretched out, and I'm using web for the web. It really captures that look perfectly. Did you know that in some versions of the comics, Spider-Man's web dissolves after an hour? It's designed to avoid littering the city. Even superheroes care about the environment. Now it's time for the most important part, the head. Without it, Spider-Man just wouldn't be recognizable. Starting with the base, I'll try to make the head as round as possible for Minecraft. Most of it will be red, since his mask is the iconic centerpiece of his costume. Did you know that in some versions of the comics, Spider-Man's mask eyes can change size? It's a way to show his emotions. I can't quite do that here, but I'll try to capture his spirit in this static build.
I think it turned out great. I wonder what Poor is doing now.
In this round, I want to build a Spider-Man mask. I'm going to make it red with big white eyes. I think this round will be up to me. While I'm building, I'm reminded of all those times Rich and I argued about the best superhero. He always picked Spider-Man, and I often said Batman was cooler. But you know what? Building Spider-Man's mask is so much fun. It's like he's coming to life right here in Minecraft. Just a few more touches and I think it's gonna turn out great. Almost there. I just need to finish the eyes. By the way, write in the comments which superhero you like the most. I'll be interested in reading this with Rich. Done. I think it turned out really good.
Wow, Poor, that's awesome. If there was a contest for the best superhero statue, I'm sure yours would win. You're really good, Poor. Great job.
Thanks, Rich. Now let's see what you've built. Wow, Rich, that's incredible. That's a very beautiful statue.
Thanks, Poor. In this round, I'll use a special command to quickly place my huge build. This build is incredibly detailed. It's as if Spider-Man is alive. You can see the smallest details of his costume. Very cool. I think it turned out great. I wonder what Poor is doing now.
Alright, round 3. Time to go all out. I'm building a giant full-body Spider-Man skin. From head to toe, he's going to be larger than life. Starting with the legs, of course. They're the foundation, so I'm making them sturdy and detailed. Did you know Spider-Man's suit was designed by artist Steve Ditko? He wanted it to not only stand out, but also be practical. For instance, the mask hides his identity, and the web patterns make it unique. For me, the challenge is making sure my Spider-Man looks just as cool. Now onto the torso. This is the trickiest part because I need to add all the details. The red and blue sections, plus the webbing. By the way, the webbing on his suit isn't just a stylish touch. It's a symbol of his superpowers. It's a reminder that, like a spider, he's part of a complex web of events and people he impacts. I remember talking with Rich about why Peter Parker is such a beloved hero. Rich always said it's because of his humanity. Peter faces the same struggles we do: school, work, family, but still finds the strength to be a hero. I think that's his secret. He shows that even regular people can do extraordinary things. The head. This is where the magic happens. I'm building it with red blocks, then adding the white eyes. They need to be big and expressive. Did you know the eye design in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies was inspired by the 1960s comics? It's a little nod to the classic while keeping things modern. I'm trying to keep that spirit alive, even in Minecraft. As I'm building, I'm thinking back to when Rich and I first tried large-scale builds. It was ages ago, and our first projects were, well, let's just say they were unique. I remember trying to make a giant chicken, while Rich built a massive creeper. We're much better now, but those memories remind me that it's not about the result. It's about having fun. It's almost done. All that's left is to finish the little details on the head. I think it's a very cool build. Rich will probably be shocked.
Wow, Poor, your Spider-Man looks incredible. You've captured his look so perfectly. The bright red and blue blocks are spot on for his iconic suit. It's immediately clear.
Thanks, Rich. Now let's see what you've built. Wow, Rich. That's really cool. That Spider-Man is incredibly big and beautiful.
Thanks, Poor.
It was fun today, Rich. But it's time to take a break.
You're right. We should go. Bye, Poor.
Bye, Rich. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, friends. Subscribe and like. Don't forget to click on the bell not to miss new videos. Bye-bye.